Robert Taylor migrated from Scotland to the United States in 1867 at the age of 18. He would go on to build a sheep empire across the Midwest and ultimately settle his family at Taylor Ranch, which quickly became the largest tract of land in Hall County owned by a single individual. The Taylor House was one of Hall County's showplaces. Among guests entertained at the ranch were President Theodore Roosevelt during his visit to Grand Island in 1903. The original store from the historic 10,000-acre ranch now resides at Stuhr Museum, along with the house, sheep rail cars, loading corral, and other structures. Since moving to the museum in 1999, the Taylor Ranch buildings have been located on the west side of the museum grounds and were only available for exterior viewing. In October 2020, the Taylor Ranch House made its 1-mile journey across the campus at Stuhr Museum and now resides on the northern edge of the 1890s railroad town. The Taylor store relocation took place in May of 2021 and resulted in the store sitting directly adjacent to the Taylor House. Railroad Town is the heart of the museum, where living history interpreters dressed in period attire engage with visitors to provide a glimpse into the life of the 19th century prairie community. Relocating the buildings from the outskirts of campus to the edge of Railroad Town will allow visitors greater accessibility and opportunities to view the interior of the buildings that were previously only open for exterior viewing. Interior and exterior renovation began on the Taylor Ranch structures in spring of 2021. Which included electrical, HVAC, and plumbing upgrades that will update the 4,450 square feet of desperately needed year-round classroom space, as well as storage, exhibition, and interpretation opportunities to further the depth and breadth of the visitor experience at Stuhr Museum. Thanks to the relocation and restoration of the Taylor Ranch house and store, the museum's education department will gain valuable classroom space, which will allow expanded educational programs to be offered during both the school year and summer months. Future plans for the Taylor House may also include public rental space, which would serve to increase the museum's revenue capacity. In 2022, Summer Adventures classes were able to utilize the ADA-accessible, air-conditioned classroom space that was formerly the Taylor store. In 2023, renovations began on the Taylor Mansion. Restoring its original paint color from white to yellow was no subtle task. The interior of the space was also painted, and each room has its own specific use, be it educational purposes, interpreted areas, and office space. The iconic wraparound porch is being restored, in addition to ADA-accessible entryways for the building. This significant project has been in process for approximately a decade and is now coming to fruition. We remain focused and on target to continue the considerable progress that has been made with visionary and ambitious leadership between the museum and the foundation.